Good cloud cover, had a lot of energy, a lot of juice, got a lot better at a lot of things. A big challenge this week. Everybody counting us out, man. And I tell you what, we had a really good day today, improving on some things we got to improve on, and saw a lot of growth, a lot of character, and excited about playing this game this weekend at the Rock. It's going to be a big one. I hope our fans are excited. I know our players are. We're looking forward to it, man. So with that, I'll open it up.
With it being competition Tuesday, are there spots today that were up for competition?
Yeah. Probably a lot of them. You know what I mean, Glenn? Right tackle, some of the other O-line spots. We had some young guys play well in that game when they came in. Tight end, running back. And then, defensively, we got a lot of guys playing well right now, but that generates competition too, so it's good. I tell you, I thought, like I said, I thought our kickoff cover team was really good. That's great to see as a point of emphasis this off season, and it's good to see Bryce Lawson. A lot of people don't know this, but Bryce had the flu on Friday, and so that was just Michael Jordan flu game, man. He came back and played really well. I'm proud of him. Yep.
With this weather coming in, what's kind of the plan for the next couple of days?
We'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. Before I came out here today, it looked like Thursday morning we might be okay. Tomorrow we'd have to go to the pain center if we can't get outside. Hopefully by Friday it's cleared up, but we'll adjust and move it around accordingly. We've had to do that a lot in the past, and so we'll adjust and move whatever we got to do.
South Florida coming into town, what on their defense do you see on film that is something you're trying to work on?
Well, it's their second year. They've really improved from year one to year two with their personnel. I think they just had the #1 recruiting class in group of 5. They got a lot of size on the D-line. Middle linebacker plays extremely hard. They play really, really hard and physical, a lot like we do, and they get after it. And so it's going to be a tremendous challenge for our offense. But, for us, offensively, we're focusing more on us. We just got to do our job and keep growing with each other and getting that chemistry and that synergy, because we were really a good offense in fall camp versus a really good defense. And we just hadn't played up to our level in these first 2 weeks consistently. You see signs, like the touchdown to Kyron Heath and the long pass to Justin Reed and Larry, the long run. You see the explosiveness ability. We just got to consistently do it over time, and that's something we're working to do.
Can you just speak on their quarterback? He's a seasoned guy and one
Good
of the better players of their conference.
Yeah, really good player. Has a lot of straight line speed. If he gets out in the open, he can take it to the house, but he's a big guy that's thick. And he was the primary ball carrier 24 times last week versus Bama. And that's the way everything runs through him. For our fans, it'll remind them maybe of Tim Tebow at Florida, where everything runs through him, and he's a bigger guy, 230-plus pounds. He can make you miss, but he's more of a downhill, thick, physical runner that if he gets out in the open, he can run away from you. And I got a lot of respect for him because of his toughness. You can tell their team feeds off of that. They really protect him. He took a lot of hits last week from Bama and kept playing. And he's one of the better players that we've played since we've been here.
Broke down that film, the day after. Your thoughts on the run game and then your message to your guys. I know on the outside zone stuff y'all like to go that, and some of it was there. It just made lanes weren't hit maybe as they should have been.
Yeah, outside zone is something that's newer for us this year. It's not something we've majored in the past. We're majoring in it now. We were reaching the defensive end a lot, which hasn't happened to us much in live reps. We don't reach our ends very much. We didn't reach Kentucky much. Then all of a sudden we're reaching those ends, which means the back should hit it outside. The back was still cutting it back inside, even though the tackle was reaching him. So a lot of those runs that looked so bad were on the back. There were times when we could block better. There were times our tight end let us down. So we just got to shore all that up, and we can. We're young and new at tight end, but that's not an excuse. We've played really well through fall camp versus a good defense. And these backs are experienced, and they can play. They take that to heart. They know they left a lot of yards out there. And we had some spots on the line where we played good. We didn't play good at right tackle. That's something that you know, those kids will take pride in and are working hard to play better this week. And I expect us to play much cleaner this week.
Can you give any status updates on Sabatini or Jackson?
Yeah, they're coming along. They look good. You know, they'll be back soon. Soon might be this week. It might not. I'm not going to give that away just because I don't want to hurt or help us or whatever versus South Florida. But they'll be. Southern Miss fans can expect to see them soon.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Coach, after you watched the film, just kind of your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, just missed opportunities. You know, I thought our guys played hard. You know, realistic is probably offensively our first true game. So we have a good sample size, see where we are and what we got to get better at. Helps me a lot, kind of where guys are, how certain guys were able to go 4 quarters. So, you know, move a little pieces around the puzzle, make it a little simpler at certain spots. But I thought our guys played hard. I didn't like the turnovers at all. Those just cannot happen, especially the way they happen. We got to start faster. That was embarrassing, those first 3 drives. So, you know, we did get into some rhythms, and then we have a chance for a huge play. Guys got to make some plays, and we got to create a little bit more out there too. You know, everything's not going to be perfect, so we got to make some guys miss. Too many one-on-one tackles, I thought, from guys that I expect to be playmakers for us. So, you know, whether that was nerves or whatnot, I don't know. But we got to play way better this week. There's no doubt about it.
But you were pleased with the physicality up front throughout the
At times, we can be way better there. But that comes with being confident and playing faster. So, you know, just some guys first time out there, some nerves, and or not first time out there, but being out there for an extended period of time. And, you know, you got to be able to play hard all 60 minutes.
What was just, in your take, what was kind of missing with the run game? And I know Continuum Play had that big run. Was there anything in that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, we'd have something blocked well, and then one guy backside, or we miss a read. You know, it was just a accumulation of one guy here, one guy there that we just had to get ironed out. And once again, sometimes you just got to create your own run, you know, and that's what we need as well. Not every run's gonna be perfect. Someone's gonna come free. You got to be your own blocker, be your own guy. So we need a little bit of creativity out of that group. But it was just one guy here, one guy there. That we just got to get cleaned up.
Off that, I know it's probably redundant, but you know the screen game's a extension of y'all's run game.
Yeah, very disappointing. Very
tight ends and
disappointing.
Tackles.
Yeah, I mean it was very disappointing. You have some huge plays, missed opportunities. Just got to get one block, and you know work it every day, which was frustrating. But you know you had 2 screens that 1 block away from being 14 points right there. So that can happen if you want to be an elite offense. So got to get that cleaned up, and when we do those drills, you got to work it so it can simulate game speed and you can anticipate in the game. But that was probably the most disappointing thing offensively the last 2 games has been our screen game.
Is it puzzling to see this offense execute in fall camp and in certain areas, and then at the games it seems like the execution's not?
No, not really. I mean, it's just our first game was just a crazy show, so I can't really judge off of that. You know, last game it was just first game, and you know it's never going to be as good as you like it, and never as bad as you like it. So we just got to figure it out. Guys got to calm down. Our good players got to play good. You know, it's just an expecting deal, and we got to figure out how we get them going, and so they can be explosive playmakers for us.
What do you see from South Florida? Obviously, they gave Bama.
Yeah, they're very athletic, very athletic. Got it big up front. You know, they're going to challenge us on the perimeter and make us earn everything, and bring some nice pressures on 3rd down. You know, Bama game, they just got penalties, had 3 touchdowns called back, so it might be a different deal. So we obviously can't do that, and you know, it's an exciting time. I hope our players are excited to play. We got a big game coming here at the Rock, and we need to go out there and put on a show for our fans.
Going against Coach Orlando, are they still hitting that mid front as much, or are they kind of starting to move away from
Yeah,
that
not as
bit?
much as in the past. Now that to say that, he could do that our whole game, you know. I mean, that's been his background, but, you know, I think he's kind of gotten a little bit more 4 down on 1st and 2nd down, and to certain personnel, he'll go his mid front. It's always going to be a part of his package, but I think just trying to get guys out there who can get lined up and not have to think too much and just come off the ball and play.
Are they a little more of a different animal than what y'all seen the first 2 weeks, or comparable?
Oh, I mean, Kentucky was big up front, probably a little bit more twitchy on the edge, more challenging on the perimeter, a lot more man than we've seen. So guys got to go out there and make plays. As a receiver, you love this type of game. I get some one-on-ones and go make some things happen.